Hello guys, Stormy here. I hope you're ready for a good episode today, cause I am. So a lot of stuff has been going on, just, you know, off camera for the past few days really here. Been doing a lot of grinding. Some stuff has changed as usual. I've got some ideas for today. I'm not sure how many I'll be able to get around to or not. And that thing just never stops looking awesome. I look at this thing and I just love it every time I look at it. But that's sidetracking. Uh, First thing I want to show off. You know, new storage room. I had a massive storage problem for a while there. I was just out of room. Cobblestone was taking up like 50% of my chests, and I just didn't have room for anything. So I moved a bunch of stuff from up there down here. Pretty much everything, I think, actually. No, there are a couple chests left around, but for the most part, everything's down here. I have currently got not one, not two, not three, but 8 chests, double chests that is, of cobblestone, and I've got another, what is that, 7 to spare, plus what's left of this one. So I've got room for cobblestone now. Got room for andesite, granite, and diorite. I'm prepared for the future. Now this isn't going to be a permanent storage room. I mean, it's going to be permanent-ish, but eventually I'm going to be making a bigger storage room, because even this is not going to be good for a while. Or after a while, it's not going to be good enough. About the midway point of last episode, I showed off those villagers. I showed them off. I expanded this room. Last I checked, I had 10 of them. There's an iron golem in here because I had a little bit of a zombie problem. It kind of looks like I still only have 10 left. So yeah, just 10. More might breed, I'm not sure. I haven't looked into breeding villagers. I just know that they need food, beds, and I think that's it. Just food and beds, and as long as they're stocked up, they should breed. This thing, it's slow, but when it's just left to its own devices, it can pile up sugarcane pretty fast. I already know I'm going to eventually need to move it out of this room because I thought this was going to be a good spot. This isn't going to be a good spot for it. Eventually, this whole thing in here is going to take over this area, and this just isn't going to be a good spot for it anymore. So some other stuff that changed is all up top. I'll show that in a second. Okay, so here's a pretty good change right here. Interior redesigned. I didn't have all those chests in here because I didn't need them, aside from this one. This thing's staying here for the foreseeable future. I don't see a reason to move it, so this is gonna just stay. But redesigned stuff. A lot of spruce slabs. I really like the spruce slabs right now. This stuff can get kind of funny though when you realize how it's actually put together. But yeah, I got like a little shelf thing here. I got a table next to the workbench. Still got the shutters. Love the shutters. Got a chair. Again, more spruce trapdoors. Headboard for the bed. Moved the bed over here. It was over here. Thankfully, now, I don't know if I ever got it when I recorded, but whenever I would sleep, I would pop up right about here, I think, on top of an anvil and half lodged in some furnaces, and I would take damage every time I woke up. So now, see, it's nighttime out. Hopefully if I sleep, I'll wake up and not take any damage. Hey, feeling good now. Okay, so that's the interior. Oh, also, just a couple pieces of glowstone under the carpet to light it up in here. I do have that lantern in here still, and I still got this. I replaced these with spruce because I think it looks a little better. You can't see this hay bale anymore, which is a good thing. Coming outside, a lot of farming. I did a lot of farming. You can see I expanded the pumpkin farm from here all the way down here. It's not quite double the size, and the design is actually a little bit different from what I have over there. but it is a significant enough improvement. I would say it is probably nearly 40% of that. So this right here is, it might be more than 40% even. Yeah, it looks like more. I don't know. I'll have to harvest it. But over here, oh, yeah, cow farm. Cow farm used to be here. Now it's over there. This was kind of what spurred on the whole moving all my stuff around, because the cow farm was there. I knew I wanted to build this, but if I needed to build this here, the cow farm had to go. So I wanted to move the cow farm to where my wood pile was. Wood pile's here. Wood pile needs to move. All my wood stuff I had to gather together, move somewhere else. I didn't have anywhere to store it, so storage room underground. So that's where that came about. Now over here, farms. This is going to be a big farm. It's going to be a row of carrots, row of wheat, carrots, wheat, carrot, wheat, all the way down, just like that. You can see I don't have many carrots left because I made the mistake of trading all my carrots right before I built this thing, not thinking, hey, I'm going to need to plant more of these to get more carrots to trade with villagers. So this is growing slowly. The carrots, I think when I first placed it, I only had 6 carrots, so this is already a big improvement. You can see I just have trapdoors every now and again so that this whole thing is, what's the, is saturated? The dirt's saturated? I think that's what I'm looking for. I've got trapdoors over here and another fence gate, so I don't ever have to jump down on these. I got fences all the way around so that mobs don't jump down on them. They could jump down from places like this. They could get down from this block onto here and then jump down and trample stuff. So it's not foolproof, but it's good enough and it looks nice. So that makes me happy. I did also used to have my original design for the sugarcane farm, my testing right here, and I had a bamboo farm right next to it. Before this was all changed, I had just doubled the bamboo farm because I didn't need sugarcane up here anymore. So that's what's in this chest. I haven't moved all of this yet. I need to finish that. But that all being out of the way and explained, oh, tree farm up there. Spruce trees are really easy to farm. That all out of the way, I got a little notice from one of the guys on the server. Apparently, my shop at spawn is out of jack-o'-lanterns already. So I've got to collect up a whole bunch of pumpkins, probably make a couple pairs of shears because these things wear out fast. I don't think I have... Yeah. Need to make a whole bunch of carved pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, and just harvest a ton of pumpkins. Probably make some pumpkin pie. Bring it all over to spawn and restock the store. So I'm gonna go over there, check that out with you, just see how many sales we made. I'm not expecting too many. If the jack-o'-lanterns are out, that's what I do, 1 diamond for 2 stacks, so that's 2 sales. So that should be 2 diamonds. That's nice. We'll go over there and we'll see what the damage is, so to speak. But first, I gotta get chopping. This thing's crazy. You really could just keep chopping pumpkins all day, because whenever you get to the end of what you've got, more have already popped back up. So from that alone, we got just over 4 stacks of pumpkins from what we have in here. That'll come out to almost 6 stacks. That's pretty good. So I'll get some stuff together, I'll go down to spawn, and then we'll just check out how many sales we've made and how much we need to resupply. Well, I will say of all the things I didn't expect to see, it's whatever that is. What is that thing? Is it like a giant diving board or something? Hold on, I gotta check this out first. This is different. What in the world? Is it just dirt? It's just dirt. And a chest with stone in it. What am I looking at? Is there any more to this than just it's a thing? Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just going to the shop. Forget that thing. Well, it would appear that people have been clicking on things, that's for sure. Two pumpkin pie sales. No normal pumpkins, I kinda expected that. All of the jack-o'-lanterns and carved pumpkins, that's surprising. Wow, so if I want to replace that, that's... Oh, I need 8 stacks of pumpkins for that. I've got 7.5 here. Gonna need to do some farming for that. I might just borrow some out of this box, we'll see. But I'll get to restocking. First off, though, grabbing these things. Hello, friend. Well, that's one stack's worth. Well, I got the jack-o'-lanterns and the carved pumpkins stocked back up, and I got the pumpkin pies all stocked back up too, but I feel terrible. I had to take a stack out of the normal pumpkins. So now I've only got one set of 4 stacks of pumpkins left to sell, so I gotta get that last stack back pretty quick. So I was just getting back from dropping off the last stack of pumpkins so that I could fill that thing up completely. And it's restocked now, by the way, everything's back in. And then I saw my inventory and realized I have all these beautiful eggs left. And couldn't help but think, what if Spawn had a bit of a chicken population boom? Sounds like a great idea to me. Think we'll start with some chickens and the llamas. There we go. Chickens and the wheat. Beautiful. Chickens in the communal melon and pumpkin farm. I guess they don't like the communal melon and pumpkin farm because they're taking sales away from my store. Yes, chickens in a shop. But of course, it is a brilliant idea. There you go. Another stack over here. Yes. Where should the last stack go? I think I know already. Where else but inside another shop? Yes. I feel much better now. Alright, so in the last episode I got these villagers over here. And now having villagers on their own is good and all, but I got them for a reason. I need mending books. Badly. And just at first glance... Oh! I was about to say it doesn't look like they're breeding, but I guess they are. But yeah, I need these guys for mending books. So that's why I started all this farming outside. I need wheat and I need carrots to start trading with them. And eventually, I'm going to get to a point where hopefully I have enough villagers that I can start pulling them away from that group and start turning them into, is it librarians that sell enchanted books? I believe it is. I want to say it is. But that's why this is a thing. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start farming. I'm just going to start farming like crazy. Get this thing spread as far as I can. And hopefully in this episode we can get some trading going. That's the main plan for this episode. So I'm just in here planting my crops, right? And I notice this guy over here. Somehow he doesn't notice me, but I notice him. Much better. That's a beautiful sight. That is one fully filled out farm. All rows of carrots and wheat are in. Now all I gotta do is just let it grow. And then we will have all of the emeralds. Yeah, okay. You know what time it is? Nighttime. But now it's trading time. Maybe I should start a beet farm. This is actually a pretty good deal. Most of the other offers they're giving me are like 20 of something for an emerald. Like this guy, he's got 20 wheat for an emerald. The beet seems like a better deal. I don't know if maybe the beets grow slower, but I'm gonna try these wheat deals for now. Oh my goodness. I did not know they had pumpkin trades. That might be a little broken for my house. I was planning on expanding the pumpkin farm because I realize I don't have quite enough. I'm probably even going to end up automating it. But that might be a little bit broken around here. I may end up abusing that. So I've just been here doing a lot of trading with my villagers, letting them breed. I'm up to about 14, 15 villagers now, I think. Trading's going really well. Like, I've got like 2.5 stacks of emeralds at this point. Tons of farming to get to this point. But I am ready to start pulling these guys out of here. And you can see I've got this cobblestone wall here. I'll show you what this is on the other side. And this is the other side of that wall. I've got a minecart track set up with a minecart. I'm going to be pulling these guys out of this room and running them over there. I'm going to start with just one. I'm going to be turning him into a librarian, I believe. I think that's what the lectern does. I've got one built right here. So hopefully, if all things go right, I'll just swipe one of these guys up out of their bed, get them in a boat, and then we'll be on our way through the wall and out there. It's actually really convenient that it's nighttime right now because that makes it a lot easier. Let's see if we can get this to go on without a hitch. Okay, bud, I'm gonna need you to go into the boat. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get you right here. I will get out. Oh. Oh, this is nice. Oh boy. Not stuck, am. Oh, hold on. Let's do. There we go. Alright, we're good. Now I can break this boat. Just a little trick, look at the outline of the block, and when that outline disappears, you are on the hitbox of the boat. So right there, that's the very edge, I can hit that. Hit the villager anyways. But doesn't matter, he's in he's in the minecart now. Just completely ignore my advice, because apparently you hit the villagers anyways. I'm just going to push him over to the other room so I can convert him into a librarian. Let's try this again on the corner of the minecart and see if we can get it to work correctly this time. There you go, that's what you're looking for. Can't let you out, buddy. Now let's pop this down, see if it works. I believe this is correct. And yes, but 24 paper for an emerald is not what I'm looking for. Neither is 9 emeralds to get a bookshelf. I believe if I just break this, he will lose his profession any second now. Come on, buddy, I'm gonna need you to convert. Do I need to leave the area for this to work? Alright, that should be good. Looks like he is no longer a librarian. Let's check this out. Infinity. That's not too bad. Still not what I'm looking for. Mending, 26 emeralds. That feels like a lot, but you know what? Right now, I don't care. I'm gonna get some emeralds, and I'm gonna get those mending books. I should have had... I was gonna say I should have had them on me already, but I got that on me. Oh, but I don't have any books. Please hold on to that trade. I'll be right back. I can't believe I got a mending trade on like the 3rd try. That was exactly what I needed. Mending, there it is. Now let's see, how many of these do I need? I'm only gonna have enough for 6. But you know, 6 mending books is a lot better than what I had. This guy is a lifesaver. I'm gonna go grind out some levels, and then I'm gonna put these things on some of my stuff. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have been doing a lot of moving villagers around. I've moved 6 of them in here total, same room that it was in, so it's just off of there. I've got that same mending trader here, so that one was important. This thing is such a mess right now. But anyways, I've got some pretty decent trades going on. I've got the mending guy here. 26 emeralds is a little expensive, I think. But over here, I've got an Unbreaking 2 book for 10 emeralds. That's a really good trade. I can definitely see myself using both of these all the time. Over here, I've got a Protection 4 trade. That one's pretty good. Actually, it's pretty cheap. Only 19 emeralds is pretty cheap for a level 4 enchant. Usually you're looking at like 35 plus. Over here, this guy, I haven't taken anything from him yet. I keep needing to reset him. I got 1 good enchant off of him, and like it was crazy good. It was efficiency 5 for 34 emeralds, which as far as I can tell from what I've seen is a pretty ridiculously good enchant. I went over here to get my stuff out of the chest. By the time I went back, he had changed it to something else. And I have tried switching him up so many times. And right now, this guy's stuck on punch 2. Hopefully, given enough time, he'll change that. But I've also got a couple other guys here. I've got an armorer who I've already been trading with. And I've got a toolsmith who I haven't traded with. These guys are just so hopefully, once I've fully leveled them up, I can get diamond tools pretty much for free. I'll just get the tools from them. I'll bring the tools to a grindstone if they're enchanted with something dumb. And then I can just re-enchant them with whatever. But I think this is a pretty good start to a villager trading setup. You can see I put these beds in here. I messed around with so many designs in here. These guys keep breaking. Like, they'll get to a point where they just stop changing their Oh, he changed again, so he's still working, right? But normally what you'd do to get these guys to change is you'd break the table, they'd lose their profession, you'd put it back, and then in a second you'll see, he'll get it back, and then he'll have something else. But I had to do that so many times with these guys, and eventually There comes a point where you're doing that and it just always happens. You break the table and then they get stuck on someone else's table. I never know which table it is. It seems to happen most frequently at night. I'm not sure why. But they get stuck on someone else's table, and then you have to break all of them. Then you have to leave for like 5 minutes plus. Eventually you come back, and they're reset to the way they should be. The ones you've already traded with, though, and have these XP bars, those ones stay regardless. So I don't even know if you need to keep their tables. I'm leaving them just in case. But all these guys I've traded with, this guy too. So this guy and this guy will potentially keep changing their trades. This villager might not. I'm not sure how the toolsmiths work. But this one, I know this one will keep changing the trade. So this one I'm gonna leave some time. But with these three, I can get started on making some really good armor. I'm just going to need some levels and some materials to do it. Right now I've got some okay armor. The helmet's actually really good apart from the fire protection. And I don't think you can have normal protection on top of fire protection. So this one's probably going to end up getting scrapped. Hopefully I can wind up with a villager that sells a book of everything I might need for any armor set. But as of right now, I've only got the unbreaking, mending, and protection. And then this kid keeps changing. Hopefully I'll get something soon out of this guy because this one drives me nuts. I wanted that efficiency 5 enchant so bad. And right now that he's just changing normally on his own, I'm hesitant to break this thing because I don't want to break all these guys again. Because that seems to be what happens. I do have one more thing to show. Nothing really impressive. I just cleared out over here. So this goes all the way down. I can show it from this side. It actually looks pretty nice from this far away. Back when I had this one set up with the scaffolding around it, you couldn't see all the way down because you were too close. But this one you can see all the way up and down it. So that's pretty nice in my opinion. I like being able to see that. And I'm thinking I might make it something I do in every video. Just clear out one of these rows, or maybe two, just to keep progress on this thing going. Pretty soon I'm going to clear out the top rows as far that way and as far that way as I can, just so from the top level up here you can get an idea of where it's going. Right now all you see is what's up here. It doesn't go very far. I did a long time ago, I did clear out a spot back there. I don't know if I ever even showed this off. It's probably been in the videos, but I don't think I ever mentioned it. I did clear this space out, but this was before I decided to just clear this spot out right here first. So this has just kind of been sitting here. Hopefully though, soon enough I'll get these cleared out all the way that way and all the way that way. But as for now, I think I'm gonna call it an episode here. This video has taken way longer to make than I thought it would, and I think I've made some pretty good progress at this point with the villagers. So at this point I think I'm gonna call it an episode. I need to get this thing edited up so that I can put it out. Again, it's probably gonna be a day later than I wanted it to be, but I'm just gonna deal with that. I'm okay with it because I've made some pretty decent progress here. And I've got some really strong enchanted book trades from some of these guys. Hopefully this guy will get something soon. But up until that point, I can get started on making some new armor. And hopefully I will have a plan for next episode, because right now my mind is kind of frazzled. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. I hope you have a good day.